Mark, first game in charge, lovely win. You must be chuffed.
I am, chuffed's the word, yes. Very delighted with the 4 goals. I thought in the first half we controlled possession and got into some great little areas where we spoke about in the week without really testing their keeper. But then to get the goal before the half time, your team talk changes a little bit. We had a forced change in Ben, which brought Aaron on the pitch, got us 2 up top, and I just thought he looked really threatening. He obviously got the penalty and he 2 other good chances, but he put in a great shift for the team.
Such a difference getting that goal late in the first half.
It was, because myself and Hugo and Paul were talking about maybe changing it and putting an extra striker on, because we thought goalie was maybe a bit isolated. But it was forced on us and it worked out really well. But sorry about the goal, yeah. Obviously Ben scored the goal and we didn't want to take him off, but the physio advised us it was a bit of a niggle to his knee, and with the game in 3 days we couldn't take that risk. But great ball down the side again, which we'd got joy from, and with 3 players in the box, which is delighted with the finish.
We did wonder what happened to Ben. Did he clatter into the wall?
From the initial one, when he got down the other side, he just felt something when the guy come and made a great clearance from him, to be fair, in the 6-yard box. And he was honest, and yeah, Aaron was chomping at the bit to get on, and he done us proud when he came on the pitch.
But then second half, to take it away from them totally, really.
Yeah, it happened really quickly. The second goal, we said at half time, would be a massive game changer, because we've played them twice already and we scored, I think, more than 4 the last time, so we thought the second goal's key. Boys took that on board, and yeah, brilliant.
And for a striker to get over 20 for the season, gold?
Yes, 20 goals, amazing. He got 2 today and was a real handful. He nearly scored a couple more. Look, he's a top striker. He's been great since we come in the building. Tommy showed a lot of faith in him when we were in the National League, and to get 20 goals at any level's a great achievement, and I want more.
I mean, it showed in the first half of Kettering scrapping for their lives, and they just tried to slow it and spoil it to a degree, so it's just getting through that phase, really.
Yeah, Lee Glover had them set up really well, and very, very compact. They haven't conceded a lot of goals. I think it was 1-1, 0-0, 1-1 in the last 3 games, so we knew it was going to be difficult. And as you said earlier, to get that goal just before half time gave us a real boost.
Were you disappointed though? Well, you must be disappointed to concede. The keeper will.
Tommy is, yeah. I'm disappointed for him because he's kept 2 clean sheets on the spin. We'll have to look at it again, because it was the first time really we didn't get onto that dropping ball in midfield and he slid the lad in. But no, I can't use disappointed, because at 4-0 I was just delighted.
It looks as though you were enjoying the whole occasion even before the game. Were you just lapping it all up?
Yeah, I was confident. I mean, the players have took responsibility since Tommy Witherington's left, and got so much faith in them. As I said the other day, they call their own meeting and stuff, and to have a group like that that's tight knit. For me to come in and we're sitting second place in the league, it's a real good opportunity for me. As I say, we've got another game in 3 days, and I'm just going to take the next game as the most important one.
With another game coming up so quickly, it was nice to be in that position to take people off and give them a little bit of a rest.
It was. Goldie wasn't happy because he was on 2, but I saw him making a few strides across the pitch, and it got quite cut up, and I didn't want anything happening to him, because he's going to be a massive force against a strong Alfreton side who they'll make us defend, put it that way.
Who have nudged themselves into the playoff situation, haven't they?
Didn't realise that. I haven't looked at too many results, but tough game. A game we went away and we were solid and resolute against the last 2 away games with 1-0 wins. So yeah, we're looking to set up strong, compact, and give them respect that they deserve.
What was the reaction like at the end? Did you enjoy that? Because obviously that people made their feelings known of how happy they were with you.
We said about the support, and Paul Jones said we need to give them something to cheer about early on and get them on their toes and get them loud. And we didn't give them a goal to the 40-odd minute, but second half it was just terrific. And yeah, I'm not going to lie, it was tremendous. Lovely feeling going over the far side and walking all the way around.
One result we do know about as well is that Fylde have dropped points. They were beaten today.
Right, yeah, someone, one of the fans said behind the goal, which we concentrate on what we do. We're still sitting in second, we'll push them all the way.
A couple more from myself. You've had a smile on your face all afternoon, even before kick-off. Is that just the way you're going to approach things?
Yeah, as I say, I'm confident on the lads' ability. It's not like someone new coming in. I know what they've got to give. just take each game as it comes. We've got a skipper who's been here a long time and he saw quite a lot of things, and I've got to give him a special mention as well as the senior pros in Josh and Macca. And they control the dressing room, do you know, and Aaron as well, to be fair. So I'm just showing faith in them, and they've certainly repaid me today, Greg.
I have to ask you about one player, Theo Widrington. Obviously, it's been probably a more difficult week for him than anyone else, obviously with his dad leaving, but he's responded magnificently, hasn't he?
I don't think he needed to respond, but yes, look, it's his dad's left the club, but one thing I will say, the gaffer treated him like a player from the minute he walked in the door, and there was never that relationship, father and son. So he is in a position where he's having a really good season, and he wants to continue what he's doing, and fair play to him. It must have been a bit difficult, but you know, when he got his foot on the ball after about 20-25 minutes, it was the Theo that we know, and he's an excellent midfield player.
I was going to say, he looked at times back to the player, you know, at the start of the season who was bossing things, really.
Yeah, again, I thought he had a good game last week away from home, so Theo knows he's still only 23, do you know what I mean? So he's still learning. He's getting to that stage now where he's learning his level, and I think if he keeps improving, he's got a really bright future.
And he's had a good reaction from the fans as well, and that must give him a lift going forward as well as the other players.
Yeah, give all the players a lift, the fans on the far side. That was one of our key messages just before the game. Give them something early, because everybody's a bit, what's going to happen today and that. But as a staff, we were confident. As I said, we've played them twice before. We knew they would be compact and resolute, and we got that goal before half time, which is a game changer.